It's an encore, y'all. Maybe you guys already logged off. Some of you guys probably not gonna log back on, but I'm just doing a quick encore because I think I got the Skype back up and working. So if you wanna talk for a second, you wanna get your words in, feel free. If not, it's cool. All right. I'm here. I know everybody logged off already, but if you wanted to come back in and just get a quick word in, I think I got the Skype back up and popping. You know what I mean? I see there's a few people on there. Join the chat if you're here. S Russell _35. Give me a call. You know what I mean? And if you got something to say, about what we talked about tonight, talk to me real quick. You know what I mean? Talk to me real quick. Real quick. But this is an encore from earlier. You know what I mean? Encore from earlier. And I see a couple of people, look, it looks like that's some old. Ace it's safe to say we back, bro. Safe to say we back. All right. So my man Rafi is on the line. Rafi, what's popping, bro?
Yo, shout out to the chat.
What's up, man? Yeah, I came back on.
I was just about to go to bed as well.
Yeah, I came back on, man, because I wanted to give an encore and let you guys get a chance to talk. You know what I mean? So I don't expect to get a whole lot of people on there. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. But those who want to talk,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's rock. Let's rock. So what's your where's your headspace, man, with this whole thing about Kevin Knox? Because I didn't get a chance to get anybody's input on Kevin Knox. Where's your headspace about Kevin Knox?
I was watching a few more videos about him today, doing a bit more research, reading articles, and the one glaring thing that always pops up is his motor, is his how he's on and off. Sometimes he's on, sometimes he's off, and just because of that, that scares me so much. Like just like if we draft him, because me personally, if you don't have the motor, then I just don't think that you're going to be a star. Like you're not going to be the star that, because we're the ninth pick. What we're looking for right now is upside.
Right.
And I don't care if you're talented, if you've got the tools and everything. If you don't have the motor, then I just don't feel like you could be a superstar. It's impossible to be a superstar if you don't have the motor, right? So that's the thing that's the only thing that everything else is good about Knox. Like they're all stuff that you could work on. It's not something that you can't work on. But the only thing that worries me about Knox is his motor. So I don't know if I'd want him.
Yeah.
But
so you don't think Knox is the guy?
I'm not gonna say I don't think it's 50-50. I think it's just gonna be for me. Like on Thursday, I'm gonna figure out. But at this current moment, I wouldn't pick him at 9.
Okay.
I'm swaying a bit more to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's more. I'm swaying a little bit more to him because I feel like he's got the mindset. Like he could be like a Sean Livingston type of player before he got the injury.
Okay.
The only problem with him is probably his playmaking, but we got Frank. We got Frank, and he's gonna be. I think he should be a 1, not a 2, unless we're gonna get a scoring type of player. But honestly, I feel like if we can't draft up, I think we should draft down, because all the players that are gonna be taken are gonna be going. That I feel like we should be getting, i.e. Michael Porter Jr. or Mo Bamba or Doncic, they're all going to be going high. So if we can't get that 4th pick, I think personally we should trade down, because there's going to be other players. Like if we're going to get, to be honest, actually, I would take Knox if we go down. If we go to like 13th or 14th, because then it's like less of a, like if he doesn't pan out, then it's less of a big risk, because then at least we're getting assets back if we trade down.
Okay.
If we trade, and people are saying that, talking about Chandler Parsons, that's not the main. If we do get that fourth pick, that's not going to be the main thing that people should be worrying about. It's who we pick. I don't really care about Chandler because we're not going. He's not going to get re-signed no matter what.
Yeah, so, yeah. I mean, you're right. It's who we pick. It's who we pick. But I think the problem with Parsons is that it kind of straps you up for a little bit as far as
his contract expires.
But it expires in 2020, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It doesn't matter if we don't get the 2019 if we don't get even the cap space for 2019, because if we're getting the number 4 pick, that player is not going to affect us for 2 years like Chandler Parsons. This player is going to probably affect us for the next 10, 15 years.
True. Hopefully, that's the hope. Yeah. And that's the thing. I think if you're giving up on that 2019 free agency to get that 4th pick, that player has to be someone that's going to be around for 10 to 15 years. Right. That's got to be someone that you're building your organization around, along with KP and hopefully Frank.
Yeah. I saw. Did you see the picture with the Knicks players with Frank, Troy?
Yeah. Seen it.
He's so big, man. Oh,
yeah. God. He's looking good, man. He's looking good. Rafi, man, as usual, thank you for the call. I'm glad I'm able to get back on the line. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm glad I'm able to get back on the line and I can get these calls in again. Yeah, I felt bad because I know people had some things and wanted to say some stuff. So hopefully this Encore works for y'all, man. Rafi, I appreciate the call, bro.
Just before I jump off, what was your favorite track from the Nas album?
Oh man, I mean my favorite track right now. I got like 5 of them that I really, really like. I think my favorite track right now is Everything.
Oh yeah,
Everything followed by Bonjour.
Yeah, Bonjour for me. That's my favorite.
Right, Everything and then followed by Bonjour. You know what I mean? So, hey Rafi, man, appreciate the call. I'm gonna let you rock for a minute. All right.
Cool, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Peace. Tony, my man. Oh, my man. Tony, I think I missed you. Give me a call back, bro. Give me a call back. I was still hanging out with Rafi when you were calling in. Give me a call back. Yeah. We kind of ended talking about the Chandler Parsons trade, and I'm sure Tony Crow is gonna get on here and talk a little bit about the Chandler Parsons trade right now. Tony, what's poppin', bro? Glad I'm able to get you back on.
No doubt, yo. Shout out to the chat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we back on. We got a few people on the line. A few people logged back on with us. They rocking with us. I like that.
What's up?
Yeah, my man Tony. So what's popping, man? So what's on your mind? I know you want to talk about. So what do you think about Kevin Knox?
You already know that's my guy.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
So you think that's who the Knicks going with?
That's who I've been calling for at least a month now.
Yeah.
So, I hope so.
All right. So let me ask you: do you take him at number 9, or do you try to trade down for somebody that really wants to move up?
If he's there at 9, I'm taking him.
Kevin Knox. I mean, do you think he might go before that? If he goes before that, that means somebody that you might value a little bit more might have dropped. If he goes before 9, then maybe Michael Porter Jr. dropped.
They saying his stock is risen.
His stock is rising,
yes.
Right.
I don't know how low he was projected, honestly. I think the lowest I seen him was 14. But they say his stock is rising.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they just talking about the Knicks, because he's definitely been tied to the Knicks for a couple days now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ever since his workout, honestly. But that's my guy. I think he has the most upside in our range.
Okay.
Now, obviously, if a guy like Porter Jr. slides I already said, I'm taking him and redshirting him. Like I'm not playing with the injury. Like we could get another lottery pick next year. Bamba, obviously, if he slides somehow, I'm taking him. But in our range, is definitely Knox that I'm going for.
Okay.
He has the most upside in our range. I'm telling you, he's so fluid going to the basket. Actually, let me touch on what the last caller was questioning, and it's not his motor. Like if anybody is a fan of Frank, then you got to be a fan of Knox. You know what I mean? Like you could question Frank's motor if you're just watching the game and not, you know what I mean, not understanding the game.
Right.
He's young. Like there's 100 reasons why a person could look like it's his motor, but what you got to look at is when he takes over the game. Look at those instances, and you got to remember if you were watching him in college, he wasn't the go-to guy. You know what I mean? He wasn't
right
of the offense. So the times he took over, that was what he did. We're not winning. I got to take over. The problem is a lot of people expected that all the time, and that's something that has to be developed. The point guard he was talking about actually played with Knox in Kentucky. You know his name?
Alexander.
Yeah.
Kid
from Canada. He's good. I wouldn't to pick him at 9, but I wouldn't mind him either. He's actually what we want Frank to be. Like he has almost the same wingspan, same height. Like he's pretty much the same. He's a clone of Frank, but he's offensive.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he has the aggressiveness that we want Frank to develop.
Yeah. See, I'm just not with taking any guards right now, man.
I mean, no, I wouldn't take him honestly, but if they did, because he was tied to the Knicks early on. I understand playing both of them together. Like that would be a defensive like backcourt.
Of
the future.
Yeah, right. I hear you.
But yeah, that's not the route to go. To touch up on that trade, I called that trade. I called that trade
Clippers
months ago.
Clippers. I was about to say that. I remember a long time ago, you was like, I'd like to see the Knicks trade down to 12 and 13.
Oh no, not even that one.
Oh, not that one. Not that one.
The Parsons trade.
Oh, Parsons.
You wasn't for it back then. Yeah. This during the season. But and this before we had Fizdale. So it's just funny how it's actually making more sense to me personally. If we were including Noah, we would obviously be swapping the 4th and 9th pick.
Yeah, now if you exactly, you'll be swapping the 4th and 9th pick. So they're gonna want something. I mean, they do. If you include Noah, they do free up like $8 million in cap space, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's if we're doing that, we're swapping picks. If they're not taking Noah back, then I'm definitely not including the 9th pick.
Right.
Like that doesn't make any sense. So that's but that's what I said earlier in the year. Swapping Noah for Parsons and just eating that salary, because I just feel like Parsons has more of a chance of actually coming back and playing and producing than Noah did for us. Like, you know,
that's true. That's definitely true.
That was my logic in that, and it's a position of need.
Right.
More so
Right.
when
Right.
I
Right.
said,
Right.
because we don't know what's going on now. But you know what I mean? It was a position of
Yeah.
need.
Now,
So that was a lot. So now,
see,
if
if you throwing Noah in there, because we got Noah till 2020 anyway.
Yeah, that's what
right?
that's what I.
So if you throwing Joakim Noah in there, I do it all day long, depending on what other assets we giving up.
But then we're swapping picks.
But then we're swapping picks. Right, we're swapping picks. They get the ninth.
So
they get the ninth in Noah. We get the fourth in Parsons.
Yes. So
they would probably want something else, maybe another asset. You think?
Yeah, but I'm not worried about that. I don't think it would be significant. Now here's the question.
Right.
If that's what's going on, who are we picking at 4?
See, if we did that,
Michael Porter Jr. is a lot scarier at 4.
I'm not taking him at 4. I don't care. I'm not taking him at 4. I'm not taking him at 4. I'll take Bamba. I'll take Mo Bamba at 4. I'm not taking my
Okay.
I'm not taking him at 4. I'm not taking Michael Porter Jr. at 4. Too scared of that.
Okay.
I'm scared of that.
I'm scared of it too, but it's scary because, again, I've been hearing the Knicks like him too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But I would love if somehow Doncic fell to 4. Because that would be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Him and KP, whether it's this year or next year. But my best case scenario, honestly, would be taking on Parsons' contract without including Noah and keeping the 9th pick and having the 4th and the 9th pick and eating that salary cap. Because now we have 2 rookies this year, a rookie next year. Obviously, we don't have a position to sign anybody until 2020. But like you notice, Noah comes off 2020, Parsons comes off 2020.
Right.
And the only people that signed is KP, Frank, and whatever rookies we sign from now on.
Right.
So our salary, we'll have enough money to actually sign 2 max players, and those max players should be of position that we need. You know what I mean? Like, you sign free agents, you go after what you need.
Now look, Derek Toyer says, don't be afraid of the Knicks trading up to get Michael Porter Jr. You know what? I'm not afraid if they trade up to 7. They trade up, if they were to trade up to like 7, which, you know, it's not going to happen with Chicago, but just saying hypothetically, trade up to 7, I'm not afraid. Trade up to in the top 5, I'm afraid. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
There's so many red flags with the dude, man.
I wouldn't even say that. It's so many people that you could possibly pick at 4.
Right.
I mean, 4 is kind of scary. I just would hope we get either Doncic, Bamba. I think we would be okay.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let me see. I would take Aiden. I would take Doncic. I would take Bamba. I'm not sure about Bagley either, honestly. I'm really not. I mean, I would probably take him at 4. But I have a strange feeling that Carter's going to be just as good. And I think Carter's going to be off the board at 9 as well.
Okay.
Carter has, I mean, Bagley's ceiling is way higher than Carter. But I just don't know if he's going to reach his ceiling.
Right.
I don't know how good he is defensively. And I've actually seen the same thing, like I said, with Knox. I've seen the same thing happen with Carter, where he was on the bench, Bagley was on the floor, they was losing, and as soon as Carter came back in, the game just turned around.
Yeah.
Defensively, offensively, like he's that kind of all-around glue. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna have crazy stats in any particular area, but he's gonna do everything.
Right.
But
Hey man, interesting takes. Interesting
no
takes,
doubt,
man.
no doubt. I had like three. I've been trying to get a word in for like three the last 3 times. You know what I mean?
I know, man. I know. Yeah,
But
but
yeah, I sent you a message. You can read that on your own time.
Bet.
But yo, back this time. Shout out to the chat. I'll try to get up with you if you go to class.
All right, man. That's what's up.
All right,
sure.
one.
All right, peace. Yeah, glad we was able to get these calls, and man, feels good. Feels good to hear you guys' voice, talk to you a little bit. My man Rafi calls in all the time. Tony Crow, of course, calls in all the time. And we got the OG, my counterpart, calling in right now. Ronald Cleveland, what's popping, my brother, man? How you feeling?
Man, Sim, man, I'm glad you got this Skype back up, man. It's getting thick, man. It's getting thick. I'm
yes,
feeling
sir,
good.
man.
Man, it's about that time, man. I don't normally say the same, but black is time, man.
It is. Yo, black is time, baby.
It's time, man. I'm excited. I like the possibilities. I see everything that's going on with our Knickerbockers, man, and I'm just wanting us to stay patient, man. I kind of, I like the fact that your Skype was down earlier because I really got a chance to really listen to you and your train of thought and where you were headed.
Mm-hmm.
It really gave me time to process the whole questions. Kawhi Leonard, I'm telling you right now, I don't want no parts of him. I'm afraid the guy only played 9 games last year. And from what they were saying today, I heard what they were saying about that injury that he had. It was more or less like a deep, like contusion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you played 9 games. You know what I mean? And my thing is holding the team hostage, man. I don't want to trade for no players, man. I don't want to do that. Them days of that for us, as far as I'm concerned, is over. If I was the GM, we not trading for nobody else players that's disgruntled. Because it's a strange thing that always happens with us, man. We trade for these players, they come to us, and then they can't play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? These players, these medical baggage. And
right.
Kyrie, I'm not even worried about Kyrie because I think he's definitely coming as a free agent. So I'll take Kyrie all day before I touch Kawhi, and that's saying a lot because Kyrie got them knee surgeries. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So both of them are kind of iffy. But if I got to go with one out of the two, I know what Kyrie gonna give me night in and night out. The guy gonna be closer to home, so therefore he's gonna want to be there more so than Kawhi. So I don't touch Kawhi. And on the front of the draft, I was just listening to Tony Crow, man, and I'm telling you, I agree 100% with him on Wendell Carter, man. I'm telling you, if we ain't getting Knox, because I like the fact when you put players up against each other that's going in the draft that you're looking at picking, and both of these players know that the franchise is interested in them, and one of them is dogging the other one.
Right.
It's a no-brainer who you go with.
Yeah.
All these pundits talking about guys, motor and all that, man. One thing the bright lights in New York City does, and you notice them, everybody who come to NYC, they play a little bit harder, man, for the city. Because they know, like the NFL stands for not for long. If you don't play hard in New York, you won't be in New York long.
Right.
That's just a given.
And if you're in New York, you taking the heat. You getting some heat. You getting some heat coming at you, missiles. Bro. The heat is coming.
Yeah, it's too many newspapers.
Yeah, the heat is coming.
It's too many newspapers, and now you got social media. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, the heat is coming, and it's coming.
You don't have to perform.
Look, it's coming from everywhere. If you on the subway, if you hearing it in the media, if you just walking down the street, you walk up through Central Park, it's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? If you're in New York, you gotta perform because we not holding our mouth for nobody. You gotta have some heart to play here, though.
Yeah, you gotta
have some heart. That's why I respect any player that really wants to come to New York. I respect them off of that, off top. I mean, because it's not
I
an easy
agree.
place to play.
And you know what's tripping me out, Sim, man, is you listening to these guys in the media, man, and they're really starting to get on my nerves, man. They always want to, even when the Knicks starting to progress in the right direction, man, they want to steadily go back and dig back in the archives and bring us back down talking about this bad franchise and all this, man, and then talking about, okay, well, players don't want to come play for New York, but all you hear is all these potential draftees, what they're saying about New York. They want to play there.
Yeah.
They want to play there.
Yeah.
But they're constantly trying to push this narrative about New York. People don't want to come play in New York. You got Kyrie talking about wanting to come play in New York. You know what I mean? Trae Young. All these different guys, man. I'm like, where's this narrative coming from about people just because of LeBron? I mean, man, and I'm telling you right now, I got LeBron fatigue. I'm serious, man. I'm serious. I'll be glad when that dude is out the league. I really am, because they make the league seem like it's nobody else that's even worth talking about but LeBron.
Yeah. I'm tired of LeBron. And he's gonna hold the summer hostage once again. We got to go through this every few years, man. He's gonna hold the summer hostage again.
Let's just kill that LeBron talk. We don't want him. We don't need him. He's on the other side of his prime. His time is up. He's gonna hit that cliff eventually. I don't want no talk with him. But you know what I wanted to touch on with you, Sam, man? And I had time to think about this thing, man. Enes Kanter is starting to get on my nerves too.
Yeah, he's been getting on my nerves for a little while, man.
And I'm gonna tell you why, really. Man, go ahead and make the decision whether or not you're gonna opt in or opt out.
That's what I'm saying.
Here it is, the draft coming tonight, and you still haven't decided.
Look,
that's hostage.
And look, that's on purpose. That's
yeah, I know
that's on purpose.
I don't like it though.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Because he knows, and his agent knows, if he says he's going to opt out, there is a good chance that he'd be traded during the draft. You know what I'm saying? So that's purposeful.
But either he'll be traded, or if he opt out, then he know New York got options to go someplace else.
Yeah.
And pick somebody else up.
Yeah. So
I don't like it. It reminded me of what LeBron doing with Cleveland right now. Everybody know LeBron leaving there. He need to go ahead and tell that franchise, hey, I'm done.
Right.
Y'all go ahead and do what y'all got to do. To me, it kind of reminded me of the decision that he did with Miami, but in a different format.
Yeah.
We'll
see.
Go ahead and get on out of there.
Yeah. He's gonna hold the league hostage for sure.
Yeah, man.
LeBron's gonna hold the hostage. Hey, Ronald, man, appreciate the call. Thanks for staying up and rocking with me. We had about 300 people on earlier. Now we're at 125. Because it's 1:00 in the morning. But it's cool. I'm with it. We're gonna rock with these 125 people, and we're gonna talk Knicks for a little while. Because you guys get a chance to call in.
Who you think we gonna get, man? Who you think we gonna get though before I get off?
I'm gonna drop a video tomorrow to say who we think we gonna.
Right.
I'm gonna drop a video tomorrow. It's not gonna be long. It's gonna be a short one. Short video tomorrow to say who I think we gonna get.
Let's get Carter. Let's get Carter, or let's get Knox. That's my two picks.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that joint out there tomorrow. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the call.
All right, man. Later.
All right, later, man. Later. Peace. Yeah. This summer's gonna be an interesting summer. It's already a hot summer. I was outside all morning in the heat, 94 degrees out there doing the camp. It's already hot. But the NBA is gonna make it a hot summer. You know what I'm saying? The NBA is gonna make it a hot summer. LeBron James, of course, is going to hold the NBA hostage like he does every couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Got my man Isaiah on the line. What's popping, my brother?
What's popping, Sim? I ain't get a chance to talk. It's been a minute, man.
Yeah, well, I got the Skype back up. You know what I mean? It was down. I don't know. You know what? Every once in a while, something happens when a lot of people are calling in, right? And sometimes it seems like the system gets clogged, right? And then if I don't let someone hang up before I try to answer, I don't know, something happens, and so it kind of froze up for a little while. I had to restart my computer and do some things to get it back up pumping. and going. But we're here now, and you know, I'm gonna make sure now that I know that it happens, I know what I got to do to keep it up and rocking. So we good.
Yeah, I just want to wish you happy Father's Day and happy birthday to your daughter.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I know she appreciates it. Right now, she, you know, we had a nice party, 100 people there. Right now, she went to Williamsburg, Virginia, with her grandparents, enjoying a little vacation. You know, so yeah, it was cool.
Nice.
Appreciate it. You know what I mean? And you can tell your father I said Happy Father's Day as well.
Thank you, man. Y'all, he always he talk about you a lot now. He be like, "Dad, you talking to that guy again?" I'll be like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm talking." He like your show, man. He talk Knicks.
Yeah,
he loves the
appreciate
show.
it. Is he going to the draft?
No, you know what, man? Cause I remember when I took him to the game last time.
Yeah.
His feet, he's a little older. His feet get tired.
Okay.
His feet get. He didn't want to go this time, but I'm gonna take him to the Knicks game this year again, and I'm gonna do a little stuff differently because I know he got tired. So I'm gonna try to limit the walking for him.
Yeah. That's what's up. That'll be cool. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your thoughts, man, on Kevin Knox?
Hey, listen, man. It's killing me. I can't lie. It grew on me when I read today. It grew on me. I'm still Mikal Bridges. I still want him number one because I think Mikal changed the culture that we're going for. I really do. I think he changed the culture. But man, I watched the video on Knox. Man, he said something that got my attention. I don't know if you've seen it. He said when he's playing, he said something on the lines of, "I'm trying to kill the guy in front of me." I loved when he said that. Like, that's intensity right there. That's the mentality I want. I want these players to have. I want somebody to have that Mamba mentality.
Okay.
I want them to have that Kobe mentality. I need some killers. We need some killers.
We do. We need some hound dogs out there that's gonna hunt you down and take you out.
Exactly, man. I'll say this: if they take Mikal, and I'm going with Knox. If they take Mikal, I'm going with Knox. I won't be mad with Knox.
Okay.
My only concern about Knox, and I've said it on the chat, the part that's getting me is even John Caperi said he's a project.
Right.
And that worries me a lot.
Right.
That worries me when you're coach. And we all know John Caperi he grooms them to be ready to go to the NBA. When he says it's gonna take a couple years, that you know, I haven't heard him say that about a lot of his players that leave that are one and done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know he didn't say that about John Wall. I know he didn't say that about Marcus. I know he didn't say about Eric Bledsoe. I know he didn't say about Anthony Davis. So that's the part, you know, that's getting me a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And I think maybe he's saying it because Knox is younger than those guys. He's really young. You know what I'm saying? I think those guys coming out of the league were, 19, about to be 20 years old or something like that. Coming out of the NCAA. Knox is 18 years old right now. You know what I mean? So he's definitely young. So I think that's the reason why he's saying he's still a project. And it's going to take a couple of years because he's young. He's going to be like Frank came into the league last year. That's going to be Knox.
Yeah, because my thing is my other thing is too, because we still got Frank, and I don't know if you've seen the photos today of them working out.
Mm-hmm.
I see them today working out. They look great. I'm not a big fan of Isaiah Hicks, but that's another thing.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll say this though. Isaiah Hicks last year had baby fat. It looks like he shaved some of that baby fat off.
Yeah, it did. And Dotson, man, he's looking huge, man.
Yeah.
Dotson look.
I mean, those guys working. Those guys are working. You got to give them that. They working.
those guys is working, man, and I don't see Moutier. I'm not, you know.
Yeah, Moutier is posting pictures of his brothers, and whatever it is. I don't know. I don't know what Moutier, man. I just don't know if Moutier has the motivation. I just don't know if he has the work ethic and the motivation to make it happen. And you don't want to have a guy like that. If he does not have it, you do not want to have a guy like that around. You know what I mean? Because then he's infecting other players. You don't want it. I don't want it.
Exactly, because I tell you this right now, and if we notice it, I know Scott and what's her name notice it. They know Frank works harder than Moutier. I know they know that. They have to know that.
No, yeah, they can see it.
Because if we see it, they see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But but I like Knox, and I'll say this too, that is a good thing about him. I will say this about Kentucky: they do produce a lot of stars.
They do.
I will. That's one part of me that says, okay, he might be the guy, because, like I said, I named about a lot of Kentucky players that are major stars.
John Calipari is a master recruiter. He is a master recruiter. You know what I mean? He goes, who was it? Anthony Davis or whatever. Said, look, this man came into my neighborhood. I lived in one of the worst neighborhoods in Chicago. This man came into my neighborhood, knocked on my door. He was not afraid. He didn't say, meet me at the Starbucks over on this side of town or wherever. You know what I mean? He came to my house. John Calipari is a master recruiter. I trust his eye for talent. I trust his eye for talent.
No, definitely, because yeah, man, I do too. And like I said, I used to be on the Miles train, but after I heard about this, man, I'm like, no disrespect to Miles, but that was his problem. He's thick, and this is just Kevin Knox we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're not talking about like if he got a guard, a KD, a LeBron, whoever. I mean, this is just Kevin Knox right now, and we don't really know what happened, but from what he's saying, he got the best of him.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We're gonna see what happens with the Knicks and Kevin Knox. Hey, Isaiah, man, appreciate the call. I know some other people. Twitter's been down for a little bit, so I know some people want to get in, get some calls, and just, talk a little bit. So
I'm gonna see you Thursday.
Yeah, definitely, man. We're gonna link up. Where are your seats?
I'm not scared to tell them. I am section 30, seat like 13 or something like that.
What level?
Oh man, you know what's crazy? I added you on Facebook. I'll send it to you, because I don't got it in my way. Hold on 1 second.
All right. Now you can send it to me on Facebook. That's cool.
I'll send it to you on Facebook and tell you where I'm at. Then we can meet up and stuff.
All right, that's bet. All right, cool.
Man, be good, brother.
All right, bro. Peace. It's interesting, and I see I see so many different ideas and things about Kevin Knox. Just from what I've seen him play. Listen, the kid, I think, is talented. I really do think he's talented. Can he develop the way we want him to develop? That of course is going to be the big question. Do you swing for the fences with the chance of failing, with the chance of him being a bust, or of course having the chance of him being a star that you get at the 9th pick? Because at the 9th pick, listen, you're not going to be guaranteed a star from the 9th to that third. From when you're talking about 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th pick, around there, you're not guaranteed. You may get one. You might get a Donovan Mitchell out of it, but it's not guaranteed. So what's their job? Their job is to see who may be that star, and then to bring them in, and then to develop them into that star. You know what I mean? And then developing into that star. I need more calls. Call in. I know I had a couple of people that that called in during the same time as Tony Crow and Isaiah. So call in, get you on the line. Let's talk a little bit. I got about 10, 15 more minutes that I can go. So let's get you on the line so you can talk. I want to hear your voices. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear your voices. Derek Torrey says, Sim, you don't see that Kevin Knox has similar style of Charles Smith. Are you calling him Charles Smith? Listen, when Charles Smith was with the Clippers, he was actually... When Charles Smith came to the Knicks, he was supposed to be the missing piece because of the things that he did with the Clippers. The paper clips. They were the paper clips at the time, right? Things he did with the paper clips at the time. Charles Smith... But when he came to the Knicks, he wasn't the same Charles Smith. He wasn't the same Charles Smith. Is he going to be another Charles Smith? I don't know. It's just hard to say. Does he maybe have the same kind of style? Maybe he will be what Charles Smith was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll be what, maybe he reaches the potential that Charles Smith never reached. We're all New York Knicks fans are mad at Charles Smith for missing all those layups. So we're gonna have some bad feelings for Charles Smith. So if you put Kevin Knox's name next to Charles Smith, you're gonna turn off a lot of people. If we're talking about the same Charles Smith. Because you're going to turn a lot of people off because, Charles Smith, people blame some things on Charles Smith against the Chicago Bulls. We all know. Let's not bring back bad times. We have enough bad times today about the New York Knicks. Let's not go back. It hurts. To think about all the opportunities we had back then. So now we gotta look at what we're doing going forward. You know what I'm saying? What we're doing going forward. Because we had the chance to do something with the group that we got coming in with these young players, with KP, hopefully with Frank and whoever we pick up in this draft. And then with free agency coming in 2019, 2020, we really got some money. Things looking right. Let's not draw back on old stuff, man. Asim, what's popping, bro? How you feeling?
What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
You went live again?
I'm live again. Yeah, I had to get back on. I had to get back on so I can let some people get some calls in. Because I got the Skype back up and rocking. You know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure I let people get some calls in. So we did an encore.
Man, I love it. I've been trying to get on for the past couple of days.
Yeah, so we did an encore so people can get on. So that's what it's about. It's a fan forum. We want fans to talk. You know what I mean?
What we talking about here? I just got back on the computer. What we talking about?
So right now we talk about Kevin Knox. Is Kevin Knox the guy for us? All the reports that come out that the Knicks, made a couple of phone calls to his family that they really think he fits well with the team. He gave it to Miles Bridges when they were in the workout.
Well, I love him. I love that guy. I'm gonna tell you why. With the state of the New York Knicks, with Kristaps Porzingis' injury, with the roster that we have, and with the time we have in order to develop a team, there's gonna be 4 guys I believe that's gonna fall down to us. That's gonna be, of course, Kevin Knox is gonna be there. Mikal Bridges, Miles Bridges, and the guy from Duke, Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter, he is who he is. I believe he's got let me just say this: out of those 4 guys, I believe the lowest ceiling is going to be Mikal Bridges. He's going to be a plug-in guy for a 3 and D. I believe Miles Bridges has a better upside, and I told you I love Kevin Knox's. He reminds me of Kristaps. You know what I'm saying? He's a project. He's either going to be a great guy or a bust. And if we're looking at picking at number 9, unless we're talking about trading down, which is also possible.
Mm-hmm.
In order to get, I think that's the guy right there we need to look at. Oh, we gonna say at number 9, go with Miles, because I'm telling you right now, Mikal Bridges, he's not gonna bring any type of superstardom to the Knicks. If we're talking top 10 picks, something that's gonna change our franchise, those are the 2 guys we need to go with.
Okay.
Miles Bridges or Kevin Knox.
Okay, and so my thing with my thing with Miles Bridges is I'm afraid that in the future, he's going to be more of a his body type is going to turn to more of a power forward, an undersized power forward because he's like 6'6". You know,
Wait, hold on. Did you forget about? They did the same thing with Carmelo Anthony? He killed him at power forward.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, he did. You know, Melo was like 6'8". He's a little bit longer. You know, and they you know they were able to put him down at power forward. But I don't know defensively if that's the matchup you want, especially with him being 6'6", and if he has, you know, I don't know, maybe he can be.
Well,
that small forward. I think a small forward needs to be taller than 6'6". I relate 6'6" to be a shooting guard. I think it's.
Remember now, we're still talking about positionless basketball here.
True.
So we're talking about the best guy we could get on the court. So in my opinion, it'll be out of those 2 right there. You put him in there. You let David Fizdale's get paid millions of dollars because he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, you get this guy on there, and I believe he's going to do something special with 1 or 2 of those guys. And I'm not. It's nothing against Wendell Carter Jr. Definitely not Mikal Bridges, but at the point in time in our state of the roster, I think we're asking too much for Mikal Bridges, and Wendell Carter Jr. I believe that both Miles and Knox has a better and higher ceiling than Wendell.
Yeah, and you know my fear with Mikal is that I don't know. I mean, I like him. Right?
I love him.
And I think he's a good 3-and-D guy. You know, when I watch him, he's got to get he needs to get his shot out of the offense. That's his style of play. He's not really going to be. He didn't really do it on the college level. He's not going to do it. I don't think he's going to do it on the NBA level. I don't think he's going to be a shot creator on the NBA level. Now, you know, of course, you know, we want to play the type of basketball game where you can, you know, move the ball and anyone can, you know, move the ball. People can move off the ball, set screens on the ball, off the ball, that kind of game. Of course, we want that. But you still got to have some guys that can get it done when you need them to get it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the one thing. And you pointed out earlier that, you know, with this, I told you this was going to be a funny draft because we don't know what LeBron James is going to do. Then you talking about, you know, there was a couple of things where people were talking about they wanted the Knicks. They was trying to trade down with the Knicks. Now, you know, Memphis is somebody they're going to take Michael Porter Jr. And it's just nobody knows what anybody's going to do here. So I believe the Knicks just need to I think we just need to be patient, and I believe we're going to get some phone calls, and we're going to get that right phone call. I think maybe there's a chance that maybe we actually trade down. Somebody panics and wants Mikal Bridges, and maybe we trade down. I don't believe in trading up because there's not much we could do, but there's possible room for trading down. I just think we just need to stand pack and either use the 9th pick or we just need to you know, if the possibility is there to go ahead and trade down. This is just a weird draft.
Yeah, it is. It's a weird draft. Hey, Asim, man, I appreciate the call as usual. I'm glad I was able to get you in.
Oh yeah, I appreciate. And you still gonna do the video tomorrow?
Still doing the video.
All right. Well, sure. I look forward to it.
All right, man. I appreciate it. And you know, I'm gonna drop the video tomorrow. and I'm gonna be live from the draft. So,
Well, you know you're gonna hear from me.
Definitely appreciate it.
All right,
All right,
appreciate
bro.
it.
Peace. There's a lot of support for Kevin Knox. There's a lot of support for Knox. Derek Toyer says Kevin Knox is the next Greg Oden. I do not think so. I don't think he's the next Greg Oden. You know what I mean? I do not think so. The thing, what's going to be the key with Kevin Knox, of course, is going to be his work ethic. Does he have good work ethic? If he has good work ethic, I feel comfortable with him. Listen, he has the ability. He has the ability. Will it translate to the NBA? See, that's the thing about John Calipari's guys. They translate to the NBA. I don't know if it's what he's teaching them. I don't know if it's just because he knows how to scout talent, but they translate to the NBA. His guys do. You know what I mean? They always translate to the NBA. Right? And I believe it's part of his system because he prepares these guys mentally to be one and done. He's not selling them or trying to get them to stay in college like maybe some coaches might. He understands the game. He understands what it is right now. So he doesn't try to sell them on he doesn't try to get them to stay in college. He sells them on preparing them for the NBA. And I think that's what he does. He prepares them for the NBA, which is a reason to kind of trust his guys when they get into the league. He gets them ready. He prepares them. He puts them in a situation to succeed. And you want guys that come from those type of systems, because they know what to expect. They know what to expect. And I want to give a shout out. To Sean Carter, the man you know as Jay-Z, for becoming the president of Puma basketball. That's big. That's big for me. I'm a Puma fan. I've been a Puma fan for a long time. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got some Puma Clydes in my closet right now. Clyde Frazier signed a lifetime deal to Puma for the Puma Clyde. That's what's up. But Puma is trying to make their name. I'm interested to see what kind of basketball shoes they're going to have next year. DeAndre Ayton, Michael Badley. These guys are going to be rocking Pumas next year as Puma makes they re-enter the basketball scene. That's what's up. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that and see what they do, see what they come with. You know what I mean? See what they come with. Any more calls, though? Any more calls? I got enough time for maybe 2 more calls. And, so we can talk a little bit more about Kevin Knox. The KP, Kawhi, Kyrie, Frank thing. I don't really want to talk about those right now. Talk about them right now. We talked about it earlier. I don't think that, we ain't worried about that right there. That's not happening. It's not happening. So I really, just talk about Kevin Knox and get your predictions. You know what I mean? If anyone didn't give me their predictions before, give me your predictions now. If you want to call in and tell me your prediction about the draft, call in and tell me your prediction. Tell me what you think. I'm going to let you know what I think tomorrow. Let you know what I think. Who I think. I may be wrong. None of us know for sure. Could be wrong. All right. Got another call. My man, Jason Alba, what's popping, man?
Oh, what's up, man?
What's going on? So who's your prediction for Thursday?
Well, I was actually I was in between with Michael and Miles, but recently I just been watching a lot of Kevin Knox, and I think it'd probably be Knox at this point, the way he's going.
You think so?
That's my prediction. Yeah.
Why is that? Why do you think it's going to be Knox?
Because I mean, I feel like the Knicks. I think they're trying to go for more of a high potential, more not like high ceiling at that point. Like they don't want to really. They're looking for the best talent at this point. Best talent available.
Okay, so you think he's going to be the best talent available there?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say he's the best. I mean, who knows? That's everybody has their preference on who's the best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say he's the best because he might be the best I feel like he's probably gonna be really good in a couple years because right now he's still developing because he's a little bit slow. He's a little bit. I don't know if you watch him when he plays. He doesn't like going left at all.
Okay.
He actually avoids going left. Actually, like whenever he goes left, he'll end up taking a pull up or a horrible floater. But that's easy to fix if with hard work and.
Yeah, well, he's he's a young kid. He's a young kid. He's 18 years old. He's got a lot of work to do still. But listen, Kristaps Porzingis was supposed to be a project.
Yeah, that's
right. KP was supposed to be a project.
Yeah. And wait, I have a question because before I was actually about to put in a super chat, but it was about if you trade up for Bamba. My thing is, wait, how does it work if we trade up for another big, but he's another dominant 7-foot big, but on defense, how's that going to work though?
What do you mean?
Because KP gets abused kind of by like the small fours, the stretch fours type, or like a Draymond Green type of four.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't feel like he's capable of guarding a four like that.
Well, hopefully, when he comes back, he's going to be more mature. His body's going to be more mature. His body's going to be stronger, and he'll be able to do a better job guarding those stretch fours. But I do agree with you. He has a hard time covering those fours out on the perimeter.
Yeah, I'll give him props though. He actually did a great job guarding Draymond last time. It was 2 seasons ago when like the end of the season, not last season because I don't know why, but he for some reason he sometimes avoids playing like games. I don't know if you noticed that last year. I mean, the last couple years he avoided playing games. Like he didn't feel like he didn't want to risk it or playing certain games. Like he just literally missed certain games because he didn't feel like he was tired or he didn't want to play,
Well, he dealt with a lot of injuries last year though. He had his elbow, he had his ankle, then of course he had the ACL. So he dealt with some injuries, you know what I mean? He dealt with some injuries. But I do understand what you're saying. But I mean, listen, KP doesn't want to play the 5. KP wants to play the 4. That's what he wants to be. He wants to play the 4.
I don't agree with that. Like for the most part, but I understand it. But like, if he really wants to become like that star or like really want to be somebody, the 5 is where it's at.
Okay.
Because the 4 is just like they're guarding so many smaller guys, and I don't think he can do it. And offensively, he will definitely destroy the 4. Like, right. He already did it. He proved it last year.
And the thing is, with him being 7'3", physically, it's going to be hard for him to move his feet fast enough because his legs are long.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard. Yeah.
Hey,
no. Jason, man, I appreciate the call, man, because it's late, so it's almost 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I jumped on to do an encore so we can get some calls in. So I definitely appreciate you rocking with me this late.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to come back at all. I was not even expecting it, but yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah. I want to come on and get you guys' voices in.
Yeah, all right, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Right. Thank you.
All right, folks. I got time for one more call. It's 1:23 now. At 1:30, I'm logging off. So I got time for one more call. Get your call in. Come talk to me a little bit. Tell me what your prediction is for the NBA draft, because I'm gonna let you know what my prediction is tomorrow. Be a short video, but I'm gonna let you know what my prediction is tomorrow. So if you're here, if you're on the line, you want to talk, give me a call. Ro Mason. It's the last call right here. Ro Mason, what's popping, man?
Sam, what's going on? Shout out to the chat.
Big shout to you, man, for real. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, a little late.
Good. That's all right. That's good, man. I logged back on and did an encore just so we can get some callers in.
Yeah.
So what's your take on the draft? What's your prediction on the draft?
I'm a big Lonnie Walker fan still.
Okay.
Kevin Knox, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about dude. If you get an opportunity, check out the Kentucky vlog that they did for this past season.
Mm-hmm.
Got about 11 episodes. They take you inside practices, behind the scenes, kind of.
Okay.
It was real interesting. Calipari had a rough time with Knox. A lot of times he was lost, maybe because he was young. They used to put together packages of good plays he did in the game to try to teach him how they want him to play.
Right.
By the end of the season, it did seem like he hit a switch and he started understanding what exactly they wanted from him. And
so are you concerned about his basketball IQ?
He made a comment too that was a little suspect. He said KD was a better all-around player than LeBron. A little, let me know his IQ probably not too sad.
Yeah, you got a point. You might have a point there. You definitely might have a point there.
They wanted him to play like Scottie Pippen in Kentucky. Wanted him he's real good in transition. They wanted him to run the floor, 4 misses, grab the rebound and go. But I think he averaged like 4 rebounds a game. Transition, he would kind of like run to the baseline and like spot up for a 3 instead of attacking the basket. Then when he get in the lane, he got a weird, like, I remember playing youth basketball, and I used to see big men, centers, shoot floaters. And I'd be like, man, you the biggest one on the floor. Why are you shooting floaters?
Yeah. Well,
I get that same. He's 6'9", shooting floaters over point guards.
Some of that could just be youth, though. You never know. Some of it could just be youth. When you're young, you want to do certain moves and do certain things and play a certain way, until you learn and you're taught. You know what I mean?
People shoot floaters really, in my opinion, is shying away from contact. Scared to go to the free throw line.
Okay.
Especially when you 6'9". There's no way you can't use your length to power up through the defense and go up strong.
Well, let's see if, and maybe it's something he can learn. I don't know. Maybe it's something he can learn to do. It could be youth. It could be youth. It could be fear to contact. I don't know if he's afraid of the contact. I've seen him go to the basket, with some nasty intentions on trying to dunk it before. And maybe he's gonna be a finesse player. Who knows? It's hard to say because he's so young.
It seemed like Kentucky was looking for that player to step up all last year and say, this is my team. It was waiting on Hamidou Diallo, the point guard, Shane Gilchrist, Alexandra, even Jared, the power forward guy. I forgot his last name. I think it was like Vanderlee or something crazy.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you. So would you be disappointed the Knicks drafted Kevin Knox and then Hamidou Diallo with the 36th pick?
I would not. I mean, Hamidou is a New York native, Queens. So anytime you draft anybody that's born and raised in New York, I'm all for it.
Okay, I'm with you right there. With you on that one.
And I'm a Hami fan. Like, I was yelling Hami when he left school early and did a half semester in Kentucky and was in the draft last year.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn was looking at him at the 20th pick.
Yeah.
So he has talent.
Hey, Ron, appreciate the call, man. Ro.
No.
I'm sorry, Ro. Appreciate the call. I'm gonna go ahead and head off. I got to get up early in the morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and head off.
You're going to pick tomorrow too on your little video. You going with Kevin Knox? I can hear it in your voice.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. All right, man. Appreciate the call, man, for sure.
All right, no doubt.
All right, appreciate it. All right, Knicks fans, Knicks faithful, man. I appreciate you guys for staying up with me and jumping on the Encore so we can get some fan calls in. You know, we're not gonna have a Skype issue again. It's not gonna happen again. But I appreciate you guys staying up. And I'm jumping off the call. It's 1:29. By the time I get off, it's gonna be 1:30, so I'm right on time. You know what I mean? Look for that video tomorrow. And I'm gonna catch you at the draft. I'm gonna catch you live at the draft. Peace, love, and hair grease. I'm out. Have a good one. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe below. Ring the bell. You'll get a notification anytime I go live. Check out my video tomorrow, where I'm going to let you know who I think the Knicks are going to draft in the 2018 NBA draft. Peace.